States. Joining me now, Trump supporter and donor Shelley Kumar and Clinton supporter Danielle McLaughlin. Shelley, welcome to the show. First time on. You're a Donald Trump booster. You have been throughout this campaign. What do you make now of the tightening of the race, particularly as we see this so-called blue wall, this stronghold of Hillary Clinton starting to show some serious wear and tear?
Well, on the ground, where I am right now in Florida, in North Carolina and Ohio, the battleground states, there is a tremendous enthusiasm for a Trump presidency. And I'm not a pollster, I'm not a politician, so I don't get into that too much. I see that Hillary is, at this point in time, a sort of a tired runner, and Donald Trump is a sprinter.
But you get this sense from the people that you know, or are you surprised at some of the people that you're seeing enthusiasm from for Donald Trump?
Well, in our community, you know, I'll tell you a little bit about the Hindu American demographics. That's where I'm focused in. There are a total of 4.2 million Hindu Americans in the United States, about 2.2 eligible voters. And it is true that they vote Democratic. Two-thirds vote Democrat. But what I find is when they come to know the facts, the policies, the issues, and they become knowledgeable, I'm able to convert. I had meetings with almost 10,000 people, 50 meetings I've had, 200 people. I'm able to convert 90% of them towards Republicans.
What's the number one issue that turns them, you think? Is it the economy?
Yeah, economy, yeah. And also for us, for Hindu Americans, there's another important issue is security. That is, we are tied to our motherland, and India, our terrorism, because we are equal victims of terror.
We've seen some horrific incidents of terror in India, particularly of late. By the way, so that the audience knows, in our new Fox News poll, when it comes to the economy, Donald Trump got 52% and Hillary Clinton at 44%. So he's actually beginning to stretch his lead on what many believe is his core competency. Danielle, how nervous are you? Because I know you've got to be concerned. There's no way in the world, you know, that the Democrats, any supporter of Hillary Clinton can't say, wow, this is spooky.
Well, I think on either side, you're concerned because you care so much.
But what about your side?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that this is a natural thing. You said it in the previous segment. We see some tightening at the polls. But the fundamentals still very much favour Hillary Clinton. Trump has to win a large number of swing states in order to just get to 270. The blue wall, you say it's crumbling, I say it's Teflon, or maybe it's steel reinforced concrete. It is, she's looking really good. You know, if she gets the blue wall plus New Hampshire, it's over for him. Her path has always been much better, and that fact remains today.
Well, New Hampshire really has seen tremendous amount of momentum going to Donald Trump. So, I mean, I definitely would not pencil that in, but is it the ground game that you think ultimately does it, that organizational thing that's been lauded throughout this process, or what gets her over? Because she has not been able to put together that Obama coalition.
She's working on it, and she's not the candidate that Obama was, right? He was this young, vigorous, he was a change agent. She's not a change agent, and she's not pretending to be. She is adopting many of his positions and policies, and I don't blame her at this point, especially because he has such high approval ratings. So she's not the candidate that Obama is. But I think there's also this misnomer that there aren't really excited people who are excited for Hillary Clinton. I am one of those people, and there are plenty of people out there. You look at the rallies now, which it's not an indicator of voting, of course, but there is that groundswell of excitement. And frankly, some of the things that happened last week with the FBI letter, people are feeling a little bit annoyed about it. And in some ways, you've seen, and frankly, in the Fox poll, we saw some people actually more inclined to vote for her because of it.
Shelley, real quick then, you've been a donor and a contributor. Donald Trump's spending a lot of money in these last few days. Are you still writing checks, and you still think the money's going to pour in? Because he really has tapped into the small donor.
That is correct, and money is coming in, and there is a very aggressive advertising schedule, which is going to take place in the last 4 days of the campaign. But I'll tell you a little bit about the polls. I've been in this country 47 years. I've watched so many elections. The polls give you a direction, a momentum, and a direction. They don't give you absolute numbers ever. I remember Jimmy Carter being ahead, something like 9% a couple of days prior to the election with Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan had the momentum, though, coming out of that last debate. All right, guys, thank you both very much.